everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome. I would love to have you on this journey with me. I'm not pretty consistent with my YouTube videos, but I am trying. I want to learn how to be more consistent. But if you are new here, my name is Tiffany. I post all things marriage, faith, lifestyle. I do vlogs, all that. So if that's something that you're interested in, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. I would love to have you on this journey with me. And if not, then just hang out. But yeah, so as you can see from the title, I'm doing a new segment on my channel. I've seen people call this Faith Friday, but I think I'm gonna go with Word Wednesday. So every Wednesday I will post a video, kind of like a Bible study with me. So I'll share what I'm studying and then kind of just share what I got, what I got out of that study. And let's get into the video. So the Bible that I am using today is my NIV Beautiful Word Coloring Bible. This is the Bible that I'm going to be using. It is from Zonder. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little blurry, but it's from Zondervan. I got this one from Barnes and Noble. But yeah, I showed this on a video before, but it's pretty cool because it allows you to, it has spaces on the side so you can kind of write on it, and then it kind of has some like scriptures that you can color in. So I like this Bible because it's kind of like, once you color it in, it kind of like pops at you, and you're able to take notes on the side, and then notes kind of pop at you as well, especially if you take color coordinated notes. That helps. Oh, see, like this, like lots of space on the side to write your own notes, so that's good. So my Word Wednesday today is on the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1. So I was going through this book because I wanted to learn about who Jeremiah was. I knew he was a prophet and they call him the weeping prophet, but I wanted to know more about why he was given the title the weeping prophet. So I haven't gotten into that much yet. I've been studying this for like 3 days and I'm only on chapter 3. It's, when you're taking notes verse by verse and book by book, it takes a long time, but I like it because I'm getting obviously as much information and detail as I need. Like I said, I'm reading from Jeremiah chapter 1, and this chapter is, so the first chapter is pretty much God talking about the call of Jeremiah. So what Jeremiah's calling was. Jeremiah's calling was to be a prophet. He tells him, this is a famous verse that a lot of us know, but it says Jeremiah 1:4. The word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. So here Jeremiah is having a encounter with God, like a personal encounter. They're talking to each other. God's talking to Jeremiah. Jeremiah is responding back. They're having a conversation, a personal encounter. And so Jeremiah is saying, basically he's saying, no, not me. Like, you got the wrong person. I don't know how to speak. I'm too young. He's giving God all these excuses. So basically God just says, listen, stop saying you're too young. Go out to the world and tell them this is what I have commanded. And God, God basically, he touches his mouth and he says, I give you the words. Whatever you speak, those words come from me. And I think this is so important because no matter what we feel God has called us for, whether it's to be a business owner, whether it's to be a pastor, to be a preacher, or a minister, or a teacher, or a mother, we hold back on doing those things or walking into that calling because we're afraid that we're not qualified, or we're afraid that we can't do it. People are going to judge us, like, who's this teenager talking to me? Or who is this girl? What are her credentials? Why does she feel qualified to be preaching this message? And God's saying to us that you don't need to be qualified because I qualified you already. I created you for this before you were even born. I took into account everything that you were going to go through in life. I took into account all the mistakes you were going to do. I took into account all your flaws. I'm the one who called you for this, and the world can't take it away from you, and you can't take it away from yourself. In this chapter, Jeremiah is giving God excuses like, God, no, I can't speak. I'm too young. I can't do this. This is not for me. And God basically just tells him, stop. Just stop. You're going to go do it. You're doing it. That's pretty much what he's telling him. God doesn't want to hear your excuses because he knows that you can do it. He knows that you're qualified for this. He's already yesterday. Like, he's already in yesterday. He already saw you do it. He already knows you're going to do it. So if you feel like God is calling you for something, don't allow fear to come into your heart or into your head to stop you and hold you back from doing this. So we know that God called Jeremiah to be a prophet. One, because it says it right there. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. And two, because God tells Jeremiah, the word of the Lord came to me. What do you see, Jeremiah? And Jeremiah says, I see the branch of an almond tree. Then he tells him, you have seen correctly, for I am watching to see that my word is fulfilled. Then he asks him again, what do you see? And Jeremiah says, I see a pot that is boiling. I answered, it is tilting toward us from the north. The Lord says to me, from the north disaster will be poured out on all who live in the land. I am about to summon all the people of the northern kingdom. So this is when God asks Jeremiah, what do you see? Jeremiah isn't literally seeing a boiling pot. It's kind of like a visual, and the visual that he is seeing is the destruction that's going to come on Jerusalem. So that's the second way that we can see that Jeremiah's calling was to be a prophet, because this is a visual that he's seeing of something that is to come. And then in verse 17, he says, get yourself ready, stand up and say to them whatever I command you. Do not be terrified by them, or I will terrify you before them. Today I have made you a fortified city, an iron pillar, and a bronze wall to stand against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, its officials, its priests, and the people of the land. They will fight against you, but will not overcome you, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. So basically, moral of this chapter, the way that this chapter ministers to me is, if you feel it in your heart that God has called you to something, it doesn't matter what you feel, it doesn't matter what the world feels about you, it doesn't matter what people say about you or people think about you. God called you for this, and this is what you were created for. And when we allow fear to enter into our hearts or into our minds, it holds us back from walking into God's promise or God's calling. And God doesn't want excuses anymore. We're already at a point in our lives where we're ready to take everything that God has for us, but we're delaying our blessing because of fear, because we don't feel like we're qualified to do this. But God gives you the strength, God gives you the qualifications, God gives you the words to speak. God is leading all of your steps. When you speak, when you preach, the wisdom and the knowledge comes from God. It doesn't come from you, it comes from God. God is telling you what to say. God is using you. You're just a vessel that God is using for His glory. We have to walk into our calling. It's time for us to walk into our calling. It's time for us to we have to walk against what we feel. If you feel scared, walk. If you feel like you are unprepared, walk. If you feel like you're uneducated, walk. If you feel like you are too young, walk. If you feel like you are less than, or you can't speak like pastors, you can't pray like pastors, you can't preach like pastors, walk. The key word here is walk. Walk, 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 walk. Walk against what you're feeling. Walk against what the world is saying about you. Walk against the lies that Satan is making you believe. Walk into your calling. Walk. Today is a day for you to walk into your calling. Today is a day that God wants to fulfill what He has called over your life, but you have to walk into it. Walk into your calling. Walk into your blessing. It's there. God has it there for you, and He's just waiting for you to grab it. That is my Word Wednesday or Bible study with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope that it ministered to somebody. I hope somebody out there can resonate with it. If you resonate with it, if you feel like somebody else can resonate with this, please share it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you would like me to do another Bible study, please leave in the comments if there's any specific topics that you would like me to talk about. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.